Charlie Kilo Delta.
Charlie Kilo Delta, roger, what's the name?
Charlie Kilo Delta, roger, what's the name? You have B.H, that's Bravo Hotel here.
You got kind of faded there. Repeat the name again?
You got kind of faded there. Repeat the name again? B.H, that's Bravo Hotel.
All right, B.H, roger, roger, and what's your location at the moment?
All right, B.H, roger, roger, and what's your location at the moment? I am in Z-Square FM 08RN, Stanley, Virginia.
Roger, roger, and what radio are you running today?
Roger, roger, and what radio are you running today? I'm running a Xiegu G-90 at 20 watts.
Roger, roger that. Gosh, well, what we should do, B.H, is probably, why don't you tell me about your antenna system and let me look around and see if I can find a better path for us, Roger?
And let me look around and see if I can find a better path for us, Roger? Roger, I'm running a R7 vertical.
Roger, B.H, okay. I'm on my PASDR, my internet PASDR, and you seem to be about 7 over the noise level of the PASDR, so I have a pretty good signal on you, Roger.
Level of the PASDR, so I have a pretty good signal on you, Roger. Roger, I appreciate that. This is my first HF contact. I've been a ham for 11 years and just finally got into HF.
Oh, Roger, Roger. Well, welcome aboard there. And that radio, sometimes you have to maybe adjust the mic level. I'm sure you don't have any EQ. So what I would suggest would be if you have any volume left in your mic level, I would suggest going ahead and turning that up full and then backing off mic, and that will give you a brighter signal. I know there's not probably a lot of headroom in your audio system, so if you're like at 80 or 90, I would go ahead and take that mic gain up to 100 and then back off mic a little bit, and that will drop the bass frequency and attenuate or accentuate the top end a little bit more. Roger?
Or accentuate the top end a little bit more. Roger? Yeah, what's that? I'm not sure what to do on the Xiegu, so let me adjust my compression.
Yeah, this is a kind of thing where the compressor might not do the job specifically. The thing about suck up on a compressor is just, it sucks up and it's sucking up nothing. That's the deal about a compressor. If you push a compression too much, it tends to suck up air between the words, and that doesn't do anybody any good. So we recommend, almost regardless of the situation, running about a 3 on the compressor processor. That seems to be about the best we can do on that without it really starting to get in the way. A 3 and a 6 are pretty close to the same as far as actually working on the word itself, but the difference is on a 6 you have this suck up between the words, which doesn't do, like I say, anybody any good. So what we suggest is a 3 out of 10 or 30 out of 100 setting on your compressor processor. Roger?
100 setting on your compressor processor. Roger? Yeah, Roger. I'll work on that. Again, it's a fairly new radio to me, and HF is brand new to me, so I'm trying to learn all the ins and outs.
Roger, Roger. Well, that last transmission, you were very well in, and it looked just perfect. It looked like your audio. You're running about a 3 dB dynamic range, which is exactly what you should be doing, and that means that your average percent of peak modulation is 80 to 85%. So that's great. I would run it just like that, Roger. I had a high degree of intelligibility just then, Roger.
Just like that, Roger. I had a high degree of intelligibility just then, Roger. Yeah, Roger on that. I'm a little steady on you on this side, so from my end anyway.
All right, and I did lose you just a little bit there. The thing would be leave your ALC meter out where you can look at it, and the sweet spot on that ALC meter is 7 or 2/3. As you look at your ALC meter, the sweet spot is 7 or 2/3 deflection on that meter, and you can get that by your mic gain control. If it's below that, turn your mic gain up a little bit, and if it's above that, we don't want to get too much above that, so turn back your mic gain. But your mic gain is the controller for your ALC reading, and we want that ALC reading to be 7 or 2/3, Roger?
7 or 2/3, Roger. Yeah, Roger on that. Having a little trouble getting that adjusted, but I'll figure it out.
I'll tell you, the easiest way to do that is, you come up, you got your ALC meter, you got your mic gain control in the other hand, and as you say the word audio, spoken just as you would speak any other word in your QSOs, don't stress it, just say it, audio, and adjust your mic gain until your ALC meter is running 7 or 2/3, Roger.
Your ALC meter is running 7 or 2/3, Roger. Yeah, well, let me see if I can do that.
Are we going to do that now or later?
Km4Ckd. Are we going to do that now or later?
I'm sorry, we doubled?
I'm sorry, we doubled? No, I'm way over on this one. I'm going to have to back it off.
All right, sir. Now, just remember that you're challenged communication-wise because of the lower power. So you want to exercise as much level that you can. So I would watch that ALC meter and try to keep it as much as possible in the sweet spot, which is 7 or 2/3, Roger.
Which is 7 or 2/3, Roger. Yeah, Roger. I'm trying to keep it in that 7 zone, and I'm having a little trouble doing that, but we're in about 9 now.
Yes, sir. So the best way to set that, it's really hard to set a level if it's a spoken level. If you're sitting there talking and trying to adjust your mic level, it's difficult because you have varying degrees of amplitude. But when you just say the word audio, you have a constant flow of level, and it's very easy to set level with that word audio. It's much easier than trying to set it with complex words, Roger.
With complex words, Roger. Yeah, Roger, I got that. And I'm going to try to set it, but I think I'm going to have to read the manual a little bit more to get this thing figured out so I can adjust this mic.
Roger, Roger. Well, there's a couple of things, that I have disagreements with as far as the manufacturers. One thing is menus. God, some of these menus are just so long. They're just pathetic. And I think it should be a crime to put a mic volume control on a menu. That's, oh my gosh. Well, anyway, so much for that rant. BH, that radio's sounding good, and I would run it just like that. If you want to hear it, if you go to YouTube and do a call letter search for Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor, followed by the word logbook, will take you to this recording. It'll be cut number 1 in a series of 3400, and I'll have it uploaded to YouTube by noon tomorrow. Roger?
400, and I'll have it uploaded to YouTube by noon tomorrow. Roger? Yeah, roger on that, and I'm going to log this on my QRZ logbook, if that's what I'm supposed to do.
Roger, whatever. This is Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor. Name is Jim, and we're down around Louisville, Kentucky. We're on the Indiana side of the Ohio River, right at Louisville.
Okay. We're on the Indiana side of the Ohio River, right at Louisville. Roger. Appreciate the Qso-Vlog and 73.
Roger, BH73, sir. Have a great afternoon, beautiful weekend, and join us next Friday if you have an opportunity. This is the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog net. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.